Hey everyone, I'm here today to take a look at the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Raw Attack Kentrosaurus from Mattel. Now, this appeared in season 4 of Camp Cretaceous, so I was glad that we got a toy of it. Now, just look at the articulation first. The front legs go forward and backwards, as well as out to the sides, like that. The head swivels around, so you can get it up and down, sideways, swiveling around like that. Back legs go forward and backwards, and they've got a bit of a pivot to them as well, so they go inwards like that. And then the tail has some really nice articulation, which is good because normally with the Stegosauruses we get, the tail is attached to an action feature, so you can't really articulate it much. But I like with this that if you want to, you can have the tail kind of swooping down on the ground like the traditional Stegosaurus type look, or you can have it upright, which is what scientists now think is actually more accurate for this type of dinosaur. And I actually prefer it going out straight like that. That's how the Stegosauruses in the Lost World looked. And I wish Mattel would give us a Stegosaurus toy with tail articulation like this, so that we could have it sticking out straight and being a bit more accurate rather than always kind of drooping down like that. But the tail will go all over the place like that. And then there's an action feature with this. You've got the button on the top, which you push forward, and it does leave a bit of a hole on the top there, but from a side view the plates actually hide it, so the hole doesn't kind of stand out as much as it does on some of the other dinosaurs that have this action feature with the button that you push forward and backwards. And that clicks into place. You push it forward once, it makes the dinosaur bend to the side, and you get some noises. So on the third push forward, it makes the body spring to the other side. And there's the app code. And for a better look at the sculpt, I really like the plates on this. They're a bit more squared at the front there, and then they become curved in the middle. And then you've got the spikes down the tail. The spikes go up onto the back of the body. And then there's some brown on the top there going along. That's pretty much the only paint app to this, is the brown. So you've got a darker brown on top, and then the rest of the dinosaur is a lighter brown. But I wish the brown went down further along the tail there. The tail is just one colour, even though it's actually two bits of plastic. The bottom half of the tail is a separate piece of plastic, so they could have cast that top bit of plastic in brown so that the horns and the top of the tail matched with the rest of the body. If you can see the seam there where the top part is separate, and I guess that's because they wanted to make the horns out of a softer plastic than the bottom half of the tail. But if that top bit of plastic was cast in brown, then the horns and the top of the tail would have matched with the rest of the body, so it's kind of a shame they didn't do that. There is a little bit of yellow on the chest and underneath the neck as well. Nice face sculpt on it. Very, very similar to the Stegosaurus. The beak. On each side of the body on this, you've got these horns sticking out to the side. Now the horns and the tail both have to be attached. When you take this out of the packaging, they just clip in, and they're not designed to be taken back out. But I always think this looks weird, the way the horns stick out to the side like that. It just seems so impractical to have horns sticking out to the side like that. Surely they'd catch on everything when the dinosaur was walking through the forestry or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if in future scientists realise that they've misassembled the skeleton, because I just can't believe that it would be correct for the horns to have grown out naturally like that on all of this dinosaur. Now to show you the scale, here's a comparison with a Mattel Stegosaurus. You can see the Stegosaurus is quite a bit bigger. This is more the size of the Triceratops and sort of Roarivores scale dinosaurs. You can see what I mean about the tail on this drooping down, and you can only move it to the side as it's attached to the action feature. You can't bend it upwards like you can on this one. So that's the Kentrosaurus from Mattel. I always want to call it the Kenjisaurus. I guess it's because it's in Camp Cretaceous and Kenji's in Camp Cretaceous. I just somehow get the names confused. But it's a really nice dinosaur. It's nice seeing more kind of Stegosaurus type dinosaurs in the line, not just the Stegosaurus itself. And it's nice having one that's a different scale to the Stegosaurus as well. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video.